car up because we are going to Teesside in the morning. I'm taking the 350Z obviously, and Adam is bringing the Z4. Unfortunately, we're going to leave the Z3 at home this time. We've got no tyres for it, so just the 2 cars this time. And there's a really good event being run up at Teesside. It's like 2 days of drifting, and there's going to be tons of people there that we know. So it's going to almost be like a round of BDC, but not quite. At least I get to drift, which I don't at BDC. So that's something I'm really looking forward to, seeing everybody. Obviously, we've all been separated because of this COVID stuff, and we'll all have to keep our distance still. But it'll be nice to see everybody and get some seat time in with everybody else. So we're loaded up. I'm on new tyres this time, so I've bought 6 Good Rides, SA37s I think they are, and we'll see how it goes with them. I've also fitted a new harness bar, just to make me feel a little bit safer at Teesside. It's a little bit faster than Norfolk, so it's just a little bit of extra safety and to keep me in my seat a little bit better, because I was sort of moving around a little bit. So yeah, a new GC Fabrications harness bar, and I fitted the harness out of my Skyline, so added a little bit of colour to a very black car at the moment. So I'm filming this the day before because I never remember in the morning when I'm rushing around trying to get to the track. So we're all set. We'll see you there tomorrow. Set up, had briefing, and I've been out for a couple of like little test ones, which I didn't put a camera in for because I knew it'd be horrendous. It rained first thing this morning quite a lot, and the track is super slippy when it's wet, so it was a little bit sketchy. Forgot to do a burnout on the tyres, so brand new tyres, and it just, yeah, 2 spins in 1 lap. It's not a good look. So I came back in and I let the tyres down to 14 psi and did tried to do a good burnout on the way out. Turns out my ECU is still stopping me from doing a burnout. Anyway, it's dried out now, and it turns out 14 psi with a standard 350Z in the dry is hard work. So just pumping my tyres up now. So I'm going to go out with about 32 and see how we go. Just do a real quick update. It's I think about 3:30, 4 o'clock now, and basically I haven't been in since lunchtime, which is really good, and I'm starting to get to grips with the 350Z a lot better. I was being a bit conservative, shall we say, this morning, and I was just feathering it and just being generally a bit crap, just sort of getting used to it on a big track, I guess. So this afternoon, like after lunchtime, I went out and I was a bit more confident, a bit better. It's dry now, and it's not really rained again since, so fingers crossed it does stay dry. Tyres are doing really well. I've been on 1 pair of tyres all day and they're like barely worn, which is perfect. I don't really mind that at all. So yeah, I'm feathering less now, keeping my foot in around the big corner, South Bank, and getting a little bit better. So I'm going to get back out there. The car, touch wood, at the moment is being really, really good. None of the temperatures are going up, it's literally been spot on. But this is sort of a track where you do one lap and then you come back and sit in the queue. And to be honest, the queue isn't actually very long, but it's long enough that the car just stays cool. So that's really good. Yeah, it's being a good little car. It's taken me a while to get used to like the steering setup, which is why I'm not like being crazy and flicking it into the first corner and stuff, because it is reasonably quick at the first corner of Teesside, and if you flick it and it doesn't want to come back, then you're going in the wall more than likely, and I just don't want to risk that today. So not until I'm a bit more comfortable with how it steers, and when I'm more confident that it's going to come back, I'll start doing the flicks and stuff. I'm thinking about trying to get a ticket to drive tomorrow as well, just because this morning was a bit hit and miss, so I don't feel like I've gotten like a full day really. So I don't know, might drive tomorrow, might not, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, get back out there. Guys, so it's the next day, it's Sunday, and I've decided that I'm going to drive again. I've still got like 3/4 of a tank of fuel, 4 tyres, and well, half the tyres still from yesterday, so I figured I'm up here, why not just get some more seat time in, because towards the end of the day I was feeling really comfortable and like I was actually progressing, so I thought, well, I'll just carry it on and hopefully I'll get even better. So it's really, really hot today. Excuse the alarm. It's really, really hot today, so I think I'm probably going to cook more than the car, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. And yeah, so I'm going to go out and see if I've forgotten how to do it overnight.
Sec, Martin. What do you reckon's that one, Topo? Better than Martin.
happened, I was sat in the queue waiting to go out, and someone the other side of the track, which is quite big, lost their wheel, and it came literally flying across the track at the queue. Stopped for lunch now on day 2, and the guys have managed to blag a go on the go-karts, so they're all off out now. Like getting the grip dialed in and making sure that I don't have too much. I'm still struggling to get around like the last bit of South Bank, but I think it's just that it doesn't really have that much power, so I can kind of, I think if I do it right, then it will do it. So it's just a case of me practicing now, I think. So that's about it for this video. The 350Z did brilliantly, literally did 2 days of solid drifting, and I was out constantly. I got so many laps in. It never got hot once, it never even remotely got warm. It was super reliable, which is exactly what I wanted. I used about, I think, a tank of fuel and just under 4 tyres for a whole 2 days drifting, which is fantastic. The GK Tech lock kit that I fitted on the car about 2 events ago now, I can probably give my sort of opinion on it now, I guess. I've driven with it a little bit. In terms of a cheap sort of bolt-on lock kit, yes, it's absolutely fantastic. It does what it says, it gives you extra lock and all of that. I do feel like the car falls onto lock a little bit easy, but it's nothing that can't be driven around. At the end of the day, it's not a full proper lock kit, it is just a bolt-on kit. So for the money, yes, definitely worth it. I think the only thing that really let me down this weekend, to be honest, was myself. I think I got in my own head a little bit, and I sort of wasn't flicking it into the first corner and stuff straight off the bat, you know, Saturday morning, which I think I probably should have been. I should have just manned up and just got on with it. So I think, yeah, my driving this weekend wasn't exactly fantastic, but hopefully that's something I can work on at the next event I go to. Not too sure where I'm going next. I think I'm going to have a month off because it really needs an exhaust on it. It sounds horrific, so I think that's next on the list, an exhaust, just to make it a bit quieter and less like a straight pipe V6, I think. So yeah, the next video I'll be doing, I suspect, will probably be BDC round 1, which is next month at Driftland. So keep your eyes on the channel for that, and like, comment and subscribe. Thanks guys.